Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Living on Guam, PCS Homes and Lifestyle. I am sorry, I am late. Usually I would come on at 4 o'clock, but I was busy today running around showing homes. We did a move-in inspection with one of my Navy families, and then we did a listing appointment. So there's a house that's going to be for sale shortly, and it's a really nice house in Barragata. So anyway, so I've been running around, and then as I was setting up today's live broadcast, I had some tea with me and I spilled it all over my desk. So my desk is a mess right now, but it's okay. We need to do this live video. So anyway, good afternoon, everybody. So my name is Leah. I am from Living on Guam, PCS Homes and Lifestyle. And excuse me, my face is pretty bare, but you don't care about that because all you care about is the information that I'm giving you and if it's helpful to you, and hopefully it is. So 2 weeks ago I had actually done a video on what is a MIMO and why it's important to you if you're renting. However, that video did get cut off, so I wasn't able to do my spiel. Well, I was able to, but it wasn't a complete information for you folks. So it was just partial. So I'm gonna take that video down and I'm starting over so that you guys have a better idea of what a MIMO is. So that's what we're gonna be discussing today. If you are coming on live, let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're watching from Guam or if you're stateside or somewhere else and you will be PCSing to Guam. Let me know. I just wanna see if you guys can hear me too. So if you guys, see, I'm really out of it. Look, my microphone was on the floor the whole time. It wasn't attached to me. So here it is. It's attached to me now. So let me know if you're watching this live. Let me know, comment. Let me know where you're coming from, where you're watching from. Are you here on Guam? Are you enjoying Friday afternoon, looking forward to the weekend? Or if you're still stateside, it's still a Thursday evening. You're up pretty late, but it's okay. I'll make it worth your while. So what is a MIMO? MIMO stands for Move In and Move Out Inspection. 2 weeks ago when I did this video, I said it was important for the tenant or the renter. But actually now that I'm also representing landlords renting out to military or civilian for that matter, it doesn't matter. If they're renting out their property, it also protects the landlord. So as far as tenants are concerned, if you're renting the place, it really protects your security deposit. Now, if you're a landlord, it protects your property and you can collect from your tenant's security deposit if there are any damages or if there's any discrepancy between the time that your tenant moved in and the time that they moved out. So as of right now, let's talk about you as a tenant. Let's talk about MIMO as a benefit and as a benefit to you, the tenant. So this is what a MIMO looks like, folks. Okay, it is the move in, move out inspection. So there are 2 columns in there. Well, first of all, it'll say, there it is. It'll say the property address. Okay, then it'll give the unit number. And then it'll say inspection move in. So when you actually moved into the home. And then it'll say the name of the tenants. Okay, and then, so if you see, there are 2 columns in here. First column is the column when you move in. Okay, so this is where you notate, you note, you say whatever is a discrepancy in the house. So let's say, for example, if you see a tile that's cracked, of course, your landlord won't be able to replace that tile. And, you know, he doesn't really need to replace that tile for you as a tenant to move in there. But it's good for you to notate that or to note that or to, you know, record or put that on file, put that in writing that there was a crack in the tile so that by the time you move out, you know, the owner doesn't charge you for that crack in the tile because it was there to begin with and it was recorded, it was, you know, it was annotated, it was noted in this move-in, move-out inspection. So this move-in, move-out inspection is pretty thorough. There's like 5 pages of this move-in, move-out inspection. And then there's different there's different rooms here. There's the front yard exterior. Oops. Your front yard exterior entry, living room, dining room. So, hey, you can see that now, huh? It's not wrong way. There's the dining room, and what else is here? So other rooms, so each bedroom, that's all on the second page, and so on and so forth. So every room you will be able to notate. So look at these, folks. Okay, so there is a letter N. N is for new. Okay, N is for new. S is for satisfactory. You're okay with it, but it's not new. O is for other. So other is when there's a discrepancy. So there's a scuff in the top, in the wall, for example, or there's a scratch somewhere, or there's a crack in the mirror, anything like that. You notate that on other. Okay. So this is what I do with the MIMO, folks. I put it in my contract, in my leasing agreement, or on my what is this, rental agreement, the lease agreement. I put it here that we completed the tenant. So if you're my tenant, if I found you a home, that you will complete it within 24 hours from taking possession of the house. So I give you enough time to fill out the form so you're not rushing, because when you're rushing, you're going to miss details. So when I give you enough time to do this, then you can be more thorough, you can be more meticulous, and you could write down everything that you need to write down in detail in this form. Okay, so again, this is the move-in, move-out form. If you're new and you're just joining in, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd like to know who's watching, because all I know is I just see numbers. I just see that there are people watching, but I don't know who's watching and where you guys are from. And I don't want to be talking to folks from anyway, never mind. I won't tell you where I had some people joining me from. I had people joining me from Bangladesh and Pakistan, and I'm like, I don't think the people there are really interested in what I have to say. My audience, my target are the military folks that are relocating to Guam. So anyway, back to the topic at hand. So in my lease agreement, I always write there that we submit the MIMO within 24 hours from the possession of the house. Now, what's important here is that when you gain possession of the house, you start the MIMO right away before any of your furniture comes in. The loaner furniture, any of your boxes. It's best to do the move-in inspection while the unit is empty, so you can see everything. Make sense? Yes, it does, right? So, why do you need the MIMO? If you're a tenant, this protects your security deposit. So remember, when you move into a house, what is expected, what the landlord expects is your prorated rent. Okay, so if you're moving in the 15th of June, for example, then your landlord expects June 15 to June 30 prorated rent, but they also expect the security deposit. Security deposit is the full month's rent. So let's say, for example, if you're an E4, then you're and single, unaccompanied, then the landlord is expecting a 2205 security deposit. If you are accompanied, E5 to E8, or even E4, then they're expecting a 2450 security deposit. So one moment here, let me just do that because I want to make sure if there are any messages, any questions, I get to see it. So my computer is actually open as well, so I can see the live video myself, and I can also see if you guys have any questions. Okay, I saw Hector Rojas and Joe Stone. Joe, you again. Thank you, Joe, for watching. Okay, so why you need a MIMO? A MIMO protects your security deposit, okay? Again, that security deposit, if you are coming in, if you're military and you're coming in unaccompanied, then 2205, you want to protect that 2205. If you're coming in as accompanied, you want to protect that 2450 or whatever else, or whatever amount that security deposit is, which is usually equivalent to 1 month's rent. So I had one of my reviews, and if you want to check our reviews, it's on our website. It's www.livingonguam.com. And one of our reviews, one of our clients said, you know, Alex and Leah, my husband and I, who lead this PCS, Living on Guam PCS Homes and Lifestyle, my husband and I were we're very protective of our clients. And so our clients notice this and appreciate it. And he did say they make sure we don't get screwed over. And this is one way, folks, that we make sure you do not get screwed over by your landlord. Okay, so that's what we do. We make sure that you complete your move-in, move-out inspection. Now, there will be cases that you will have really awesome landlords, but there will be cases that you won't have awesome landlords. So either way, it's just to protect you, the tenant. It really protects you, the tenant, because you never know, your landlord's personality might change, you know. Circumstances might be happening in his life and his mood might change. He won't be so nice. Or what if your landlord changed? What if your landlord sold the house that you're renting and it's a new landlord? So that's why, regardless, good or bad landlord, whatever kind of landlord, fill out this move-in, move-out inspection sheet, okay? And this is 5 pages, quite detailed. Okay, so again, why? Because it protects your security deposit, regardless if you have a good or not so good landlord. Okay. Okay. So when do you complete the MIMO? We complete the MIMO, as I had mentioned earlier, within 24 hours from the time that you have your unit. Now, it really depends also. Some landlords want that MIMO completed ASAP. Okay. Like before they even give you the keys of the house. So it really depends. If we can get away with it, hey, Sarah, if the landlord is understanding and knows why we're doing this within 24 hours, then 24 hours is best, because that gives you time to be very meticulous, very detailed in looking at every inch of the house. Right? That makes sense, right? So again, we need to do it while the place is empty, while your rental home is empty. So, okay, now you always need to keep a copy of the MIMO. All right. Hey, Mika! So you always need to keep a copy of your move-in, move-out inspection, guys. This is for your protection. This is for your file. I also keep a copy, and landlord is supposed to keep a copy, because when we meet at the end of the lease, we all bring our own copies, right? To make sure that it's the same copy. So everybody bring the copy. Now, who does this move in, move out inspection with you? It can be done by the leasing agent. So I am the leasing agent if I help you find the place to rent. So I am the leasing agent. It can be done by the listing agent, meaning the agent representing the landlord. Especially if the landlord is very strict and he wants it done a certain way, then the listing agent could do it with you. But it could also be done by just the tenant alone, just you by yourself, you and your husband. So then you can take your time and be as detailed and be as meticulous and write write everything in here. Again, this section here is for move in and this section here is for move out. That's why it's called the move in, move out inspection. Okay. So what happens when okay, you fill this out, right? This is the move in. When you move out and there's some discrepancy, like here, you never noted that there was a crack in the tile. But then when you guys inspect the house, when you move out, there's a crack in the tile. Landlord is gonna charge you, okay? Take it from your security deposit. So that's why it's good to notate that. So, this is also important. I always I highlight this on the leases that I give to my tenants or to the folks that I find homes for, and I highlight it so that you know, okay? So if there's any discrepancy, the tenant shall be given an opportunity to remedy identified deficiencies prior to the termination. So repairs or alteration can be made by the tenant at tenant's expense, because if not, it's going to be taken from your security deposit. Okay, got it? All right. Hey, Tara. Good to see you. Well, I don't see you, but I know you're here, so I'm glad you're here. So then on 27, item number 27, it's the breach of contract or early termination. If you're military and it falls under military clause, then that's fine. You know, there is no penalty. However, again, they are going to check the MIMO for the move out and to see if the condition, hey Tara, see, look at my nails, naked. So they will check the condition of the house and compare it to the condition when you moved in. So on item number 27, if there's any damages or discrepancies, it could be taken out of your security deposit. Now, if the damages are even more than what your security deposit can cover, you, the tenant, will still be responsible for that. So if your security deposit cannot cover for that, you still have to pay for the difference, okay? So a lot of that is like if you have pets, for example. So that would be a big issue right there. I mean, that would be something that would cause more damage. And here's what I suggest to all my tenants, not my tenants, but my clients who I had found the home for. Make sure you document everything via email, okay? I know some landlords do not do email. They said, just WhatsApp me or just text me. If you WhatsApp them or you text them, take a screenshot and email it. Email it to the landlord. If the landlord doesn't have an email address, find somebody connected to him who has an email address so that there is record that you had sent whatever the issues were to the landlord. Okay, so document everything. Even if you text it, hey Jake, even if you text it, even if you WhatsApp it. My husband's outside doing something because some machine is on. Even if you text it or even if you WhatsApp it, take a screenshot and email it. All right. And if you can put it on the subject line, what the discussion was about, even better. So it'll be easy for you to filter it in the future. I'm doing a live, honey. So
speak slower.
He told me to speak slower. Am I talking too fast for you guys? There's a few of you here, but this is just how I talk. Anyway, so make sure you email, okay? Because that email, you will need that email in the future if there's some kind of mediation needed and JAG needs to be brought in or housing needs to be brought in. You need that email as your proof. Okay, that's it, folks. I'm quick, I'm fast, and so again, no girl, you're good. Tara says I'm good. Bong. My husband. Okay. So again, this is the MIMO, you guys. So move in and move out inspection. Make sure you have your realtor. If you're not working with me, I don't know why you're not working with me, but it's okay. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But if you do move in, and you better make sure that you folks fill this out, you keep a copy for your records, okay? Because you will need this when you end your lease, at the end of your lease, okay? And again, so that's it, folks. I think I covered everything I needed to cover because they're all important. If you have any question, please feel free to message me here on where are we? We are on Facebook. We are on Living on Guam, PCS Homes and Lifestyle. Make sure to send us a message there, or you can email me. Email is at info@livingonguam.com. Okay, so yeah, send me a message there because there's also a team working with me, because if I don't catch it, they'll catch it and they'll say, hey Leah, somebody sent you a message, you didn't respond, because it's getting busier. It is PCS season, folks, and a lot of you are coming. I'm so excited for you guys that you guys are going to call this home for the next 2 to 3 years. And thank you again for trusting us for help, to help you find a home here on Guam. So if you're still on the fence trying to decide which realtor to use, which one is helping you now. So
Anyway, so that's it, folks. It is a Friday here on Guam. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And then I'll see you again soon. I'll see you next week. Oh, watch out for my emails. If you guys are on my email list, I will be sending out my weekly emails tomorrow. Okay, bye. Like us on Facebook, follow us, go to our website, www.livingonguam.com. All right, guys, thank you very much. Talk to you soon.